Icky is Fae. Icky, as soon as it goes around your neck, you feel like you're burning. The little... Last time, our adventurers successfully navigated the portcullis, survived the strange sticky ooze that dropped on them from above, and began their descent into the dungeon proper. Hello and welcome to Magic and Stuff, a D&D show with an animated twist. I'm your Dungeon Master, Jasmine, that bronze girl, Bular, and today, as we venture through the world, our animators are going to be bringing our amazing players' journey to life. Now, don't worry, whether you're new or an experienced D&D player, we've got a little bit of everything, but first, let me introduce you to our players.
Hi, I'm Meredith, and I play Freddie, the butchest demon paladin you've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Syzygy. I play Mrs. Readings, the human bard who's also a grandmother.
Hi, I'm Riley. I play Felon, a vampire rogue who likes gaslighting, girl bossing, and gatekeeping.
Hi, I'm Liz. I play Icky the Wizard the Sorcerer. I'm just a little guy.
You descend down the roughly hewn stone steps into the bowels of the dungeon. Soon, the quiet darkness gives way to the thrum of life. The stairwell feels alive. You see different mosses and plants growing in between the rock here, and you hear the gentle humming of insects around you. You see the light of little fireflies and other illuminated insects kind of moving back and forth. Occasionally they come and rest on you. Occasionally you get bitten by a mosquito or something else that you'd rather not think about. And you even see small flowers here that are kind of thriving despite the lack of sunlight in this part of the dungeon. Icky, it feels a little like home. A lot of these things are familiar to you. You've seen them before. You're from the Feylands, and some of the sights and smells that would otherwise be unsettling to a person who dwells on this plane of existence, to you reminds you of the cozy sounds and smells of home.
Aww. Yeah, I like, as we're going down there, I'm like, I should check in on Icky, make sure that they're okay, because this is kind of scary. And I turn and look, and Icky's just like vibing.
I'm vibing. I'm probably next to Felon. I'm like, that's, is a, bumblebutt bug. Nobody calls them that. I call them that. But that's a bumblebutt bug.
Felon just...
That bumblebutt bug that you squished, that could have been like dinner.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Icky, how come you know so much about this place? Have you been in this dungeon before? Has everybody been in the dungeon?
I don't know.
Except for...
I feel like very called out right now.
I've never been in here before, but, a lot of these where I'm from, they've got...
Where are you from, Icky?
The Fav Wild.
Mrs. Readings interprets the baby speak. I think she would interpret that as Feywilds. Mrs. Readings is very superstitious. Mm-hmm. She goes in her bag and she pulls out a pair of scissors and she turns them inside out. One of her necklaces she takes off and just puts it around Icky and then suspends the scissors from it. There you go, honey. Here's the thing about the Fae. Sometimes they'll take children and they'll swap them for changelings, and you look like a little kid. And I don't want you to get snatched while I was in here. So you put backward scissors into a crib and knocks them right out. Fairies hate that stuff.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I've never had jewelry before.
Give scissors to a baby.
Well, you turn them inside out. That makes them safe.
I guess.
Grandma does.
That's how that happens. Okay, so it's 6 plus, so 7, 8.
Yeah. The spell works. Thing you don't consider while putting it on Icky is that Icky is Fae. Icky, as soon as it goes around your neck, you feel like you're burning. The bumble butts around you flee. Everything recoils from you. The little flower you were reaching out and touching closes in on itself.
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
Like flailing, like, get it up.
Hey, you know,
Make a
be
Constitution
fine.
saving throw.
Oh no! 24?
24. That's good. You'll only take half damage here. You are able to resist the urge to leap down the stairs. You are able to avoid being absolutely terrified by this talisman that has been placed around your neck since you are Fey touched. But you do take 5 points of burning damage as you manage to get it off and fling it on the ground.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna stomp immediately the talisman on the ground. I'm like, Icky did not like it. Don't
I'm
do that
sorry.
again.
It was a very pretty gift for a minute.
I'm gonna stomp it.
Daniel
As
put
you
it.
stomp it, you notice that all of the creatures that were kind of slowly moving away from it, even the place where it hit the stairs, the moss, like you see it retract. As you stomp it, it all comes humming back.
I'm sorry. I'm not good
It's
with your
okay.
superstition or whatever that was called.
my parenting techniques are from a different era.
Look at me, Icky.
I'm trying.
God gave man agency to crush things beneath their foot and to plow down the forest and kill all the animals and put civilization in its place.
Icky's eyes just kind of
That's how
water a
we
little
do.
bit like, this is a very intense lesson today.
We should not let Noni talk to Icky anymore.
I go over to one of the flowers and I like pour a little water out from my canteen going, it's okay, they didn't mean it.
As
think we're
you
good.
water the flower, give me a nature check.
19.
As you water it, you realize this flower, although it's growing amongst these fey plants that you're very familiar with, isn't from any biome you're familiar with.
That's a weird flower.
In fact, you've seen this flower typically in Waterford, but it seems to have almost adapted and changed to exist in this fey flora.
Noni's talking about a lot of really scary things.
Yeah, a little bit.
But look at this flower. It's strong, it's adapting in this new environment, and that's us.
That's us.
We're doing great.
We're doing great.
I say it a little bit to myself too. We're
You
doing
gained
great.
inspiration. I really like that allegory. You gained inspiration.
I'm
Icky.
giving Icky a little pat on the back, like, we're doing great.
You keep going down the stairs, and Noni is kind of conferring with Felon a little bit. What are your thoughts on splitting treasure we find while adventuring?
Yeah, I mean, how much treasure are we talking about? And what's the split?
Well, I'll give you 30% of everything I find if you give me 30% of everything you find. But it's a separate deal than what we get at the end of the dungeon, because this is it's like skill based, like finder keeper, the finder keeper clause. What do you think about a finder keeper clause?
And Felon
How do you
just
feel
kind
about
of.
capitalism?
So Felon kind of takes this in, and she looks around, and then she looks at Noni and says, "Yeah, let's do it."
Cool. Okay. I found 3 cool things back there. You're entitled to 30%. Here's one. And she hands you a dagger.
That's so nice, thank you.
But next time you find something cool, I want 30% of it.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's true.
Otherwise, just it's not a threat. It's just like, you know, I'm a cleric. I could do really bad things to undead. And with that, she continues stomping down the steps with her massive backpack kind of towering above her. You see a small bottle of holy water dangling from her belt.
Felon just like shudders a little bit, and then she just keeps going.
You obtain a +1 dagger. This gives you +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Yay!
It also counts as a magical weapon.
Magic.
You continue descending down the stairwell with Freddie and Icky at the fore of the group. It's Noni and Felon at the back and Mrs. Reading in the middle.
Yeah, I would say in the middle, but she's a little bit slow on stairs, so she's holding up you two in the back.
Can I go up and can I help Mrs. Readings down the stairs? And I'm like, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, you know, that's
Lean on me if you need help.
Just
They really
as
gotta
you
fix
say
that.
the staircase in front of you splits. Instead of spiraling downwards in this long, slow spiral, you see Icky, now separated from the group, has a chasm developed between them and the rest of you, and you see a massive drop down into the darkness below. Icky, It takes you a moment to realize what's happening.
I'm still kind of like walking down the stairs like nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Like a child unattended.
Are you like looking straight ahead?
I probably am still rambling about whatever plants and bugs I saw, and I'm going like, you know, oh, I remember I talked to this one guy back home, and it was like, you know, just talking and talking, and then suddenly realizing that nobody has said anything for a bit, and then looking back.
Give me a perception check.
I just don't see anybody. I'm like, oh, I'm lost.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. That's an 8.
Yeah, you don't notice that this part of the staircase, so if we have a spiral going like this section has shifted forward. You don't notice that the stairs end, and there is another gap on the other side to where it continues. So you're talking with your hands out and you're light waving, and you step out onto nothing
Oh, goodbye.
and
Peace
fall.
out. Peace out, everybody. Would I have enough of a moment to like grab onto the side if I cast spider climb? I don't know if I can do that many things at once.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can grab the edge of the ledge.
Sleight of hand, 14.
Yeah, it's enough.
Okay.
You step off into nothing and land your tiny little baby hands holding onto the lip of it as your legs kick, and you realize there is a 60-foot drop below you.
Okay,
I'm gonna
over
die.
Here. I'm still helping Mrs. Readings. I look over.
And the staircase is gone. In fact, it's like moving and swaying back and forth. You can see where it continues on the other side. There is like a large chunk of staircase that's kind of swaying back and
just on its
forth.
own.
Occasionally it comes back towards you and then it kind of moves away. It is moving.
But did I see Icky's little face, little body?
I feel like you
down?
probably weren't quiet when you dropped.
I hear the cry and turn
Just
to
like,
see the head descend. And I'm like, Icky!
I'm okay. I'm just a little nervous.
I'm gonna run. How big is that gap?
15 feet.
15 feet?
You can try to time it for when...
Yeah, for when it's closest?
Yes. So you can choose whether to use your sheer strength to get across, or you can use timing.
Okay. I know timing is the correct thing to do, but I
Well,
see
you are
Icky
very
go
strong.
and I am panicking a little bit. I'm gonna run down to where the gap is in the stairs. I'm gonna pause for a second and try to see if it can come back towards me to do a shorter jump.
Yeah, what is your strength modifier?
+3.
So if you attempt this as a long jump, getting a running start of 10 feet, you could jump horizontally what your strength score is.
Okay, then yeah, timing to the wind. I'm just running.
Yeah,
Because I saw
so
Icky going and I'm
move
like, I have to go save
17
them right
feet.
now.
You are able to clear the chasm easily. You land on the other side and you feel it moving underneath your feet.
Okay.
This is difficult terrain.
Icky, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Just like you see little pink fingers, like
Hang on, I'm
struggling.
coming to get you. And I'm gonna start walking across to the other side where Icky is.
This is going to take you a little bit of time since it is difficult terrain. You can try to make that action faster so that you don't have to make a strength save to keep holding onto the ledge.
Yeah, can I do like a dash?
You can try. Give me an acrobatics check to see if you can keep your footing as the staircase sways.
Okay. It's an 8 + 1 is a 9.
Yeah, you're trying your best to move quickly, but with the swaying, it's very hard for you to do so.
And I'm very top heavy, so it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of me.
You wish you had like a pole arm or something to help
Yeah,
you
to help me
balance
balance.
here.
My arms are out like this, but I'm still not doing a great job.
You hear clamoring on the stairs, Freddie coming to get you, but you also hear them making sounds as like they're like, whoa, like trying not to.
Icky, hang on. Don't be afraid.
Your
Don't
fear
be
does
afraid,
not
don't be
elicit
afraid.
confidence in me. That's a really big word. Wow.
I'm so proud of you, Icky.
I'm proud of me too, but I'm also gonna die. Anyway.
Give me a strength saving throw to see if you can continue holding on to that ledge.
Okay. Oh, strength saving. So 15.
Oh, thank God, 15 is quite good.
Yay.
It's gonna get harder every turn.
Oh no.
But yes, for now, your fingertips begin to feel numb, but you hold on.
I like,
I'm coming.
you know, my little clawed baby. They're baby hands, but they got little nails, so I'm just like digging what little nails I have in as much as I can, and still swinging the legs like I can get up. I can do it.
small feet are swinging, your hands begin to hurt, your forearms begin to groan under the strength of having to basically hold a pull-up for a long time. And from the darkness below you, you just hear a...
I stop swinging for a minute and I think, and I'm like listening.
I don't want to look down.
Below you, you see a massive, giant creature, skin pale as though it's never seen the light of day, holding the staircase up on its shoulders. One of its pale green eyes looks up and barely regards you as it stretches and the staircase shudders again. Would you like to do anything else? Anybody else?
Yeah, I will turn around and be like, hello, little man in trouble.
You got it.
Mrs. Readings, here's the thing. It takes me a long time to get downstairs, so you guys handle this. I'll make sure that everything's fine later down. It's a one step at a time.
You continue waddling down.
Just one at a time. Going down, here's the thing, steps down, and it's also in heels, which for her, like they're kitten heels, but like she's got to chug along. Also, it takes her a long time. She doesn't want to hold up the party, so she's just going.
See, when I turned around and shouted, hey, can anybody help? I wasn't expecting the old woman to come help me. I was expecting our very dexterous rogue
Yeah.
to maybe make an effort to save our good beloved friend Icky.
It's okay. I'm fine. I'm
Ellen,
so fine right now.
You notice that Noni's earrings are back off again and her pack is back in her bag of holding. And she's kind of standing back, kind of almost trying to hide behind Mrs. Readings. And she's doing the same motion, like, oh yeah, about these short too.
She's really small.
Real small.
Fallon's not feeling great about going over to help, nor is she feeling great about the fact that Noni is missing her jewelry again. Is Fallon able to stop Noni in her tracks with by her backpack and pull her over
Yeah.
and say, you better do something or else our deal is off. And I say it in front of Mrs. Readings.
Filing that away for later.
Make an intimidation check.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
That was intimidating.
all right.
I think I need to give you a different set of dice.
No, it's okay. Maybe not super intimidating. It was a 9.
Yeah. You kind of say this, and
Oh no.
Noni looks at you and she's like, if the deal's off, that would mean you have to give the dagger back. You look at the dagger in your hand. It has a beautiful sort of jade handle. The end of it is almost shaped like a basilisk head.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't give it back.
It's your life.
I'm really thinking about it.
This is Liz.
This is
talking.
Liz.
Icky doesn't know that there's a dagger at all.
But Liz would be like, yeah, that's a pretty
That's a
sick
pretty
dagger."
sick dagger. I don't know.
Yeah. Couldn't I just well, I guess I'm not intimidating to her, so I can't really threaten her.
You can still convince her though.
Okay, so I could kind of hold the dagger closer to her and kind of almost put it to her throat and pinch it in just a little bit. Only just so a tiny bit, just a droplet of blood comes out. And then she just takes her finger and then licks it.
That's hot.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was actually really sexy. Sorry.
I'm gonna help you. And she casts Bless on Icky. Actually, on all of you. Or, she can only cast on 3 of you.
Hashtag blood.
She doesn't have to, it's fine. On me.
Okay. Yeah, she casts it on the other 3 party members. And she goes, I'll help. And she just, you hear her voice coming to you, Icky, from across the chasm. And she says, God bless you. Through God, all things are possible.
This makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but
But then you feel a little stronger.
I appreciate it. But the phrasing was still a little weird.
When there's only one set of handprints, it's because God was carrying you.
Is it? Grandma, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh my God. For me.
See, that's the thing about clerics, you know. They've got a lot of motivational ideas, and, you know, obviously, you know, Noni's been touched by an angel. And
Or a felon, but
yeah, or a felon multiple times in the oubliette. We'll talk about that later.
Do not talk about that to Icky. Icky's
That'll be in the
too young to know
post-mortem.
that.
Perfect.
And you are blessed.
Do I also get the bless?
You do.
Okay.
It was everyone except Felon.
Yeah.
Because Felon was okay with it not being cast
Yeah.
on them. Yeah, you now you're able to finish the last bit of movement as you get to the edge.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You see the little fingers now white
Yeah,
from effort.
I'm just gonna reach down and grab Icky by the scruff and pull him back
Yeah.
up.
Thank you.
Give me an athletics check.
Don't flip. There's a guy down there. He's a little scary.
That
Did you
is-
say that?
Yes.
That's a 19 plus 6. Icky weighs nothing.
Amazing. Yes. With one deft movement, you're able to pull Icky up onto the staircase, which is still swaying back and forth.
Yeah, I like put Icky down, but like I keep a hand on their shoulder. Like, you okay, buddy?
There's a big guy down there.
What do you mean? There's a big guy down there.
Look, there's a big guy down there.
What?
And I
looked.
There's a big guy holding up the staircase on his shoulders.
He looked at me, but either he didn't see me or he pretended not to see me like some people do sometimes.
Oh, buddy. Okay, we'll unpack that later.
Okay. I will keep it packed for now.
I'm looking down. What are the vibes of this guy? Does he look like he dislikes us?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Doing great.
It's a 1.
You can't read him.
No, it's just a big eye, and I don't like it.
Yeah. You see the look on his face. You're so taken aback by the sheer size of him.
Yeah, it's a little too big.
You get like a little bit of almost like a feeling like thalassophobia when you realize you're on a small plinth,
Yeah.
essentially of granite that is hovering back and forth above a 60-foot drop, and there's a massive, strapping humanoid creature below you
As
that
like
at any
a-
point,
yeah.
the two of you give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can keep your footing on this ledge while it sways back and forth. Icky, you get a +2 because Freddie did clarify that they put their hand on their shoulder to like help steady you.
Okay. So I rolled an 11. with all
Amazing.
that.
Yeah, it was a 6 dexterity saving throw and then a 1 on the bless, so 7.
We're sixters.
We're sixters as we're about to die.
The remaining three of you, Noni, Felon, for half a second, your heart is warmed as you see Icky safely scooped up from the precipice and put back on the staircase. And then you see the entire staircase lurch forward and the two of them go tumbling over the back.
Well, that makes 3 of us.
Go over there and save those.
What
those
do I
two.
have to do? What have you done here, honey?
What am
I
I
love
gonna
the
do?
love in our room
Am I
right
gonna
now.
jump over the 15-foot chasm?
Am I?
You can walk up the side of a wall, Felon.
Felon just like rolls her eyes.
This is a safe space, guys.
Well, safe for some of us, not everybody.
Right.
Tell me what your thought process is and I will make this easier for you.
I think Felon just like wants to see how far they go.
Yeah.
Just
Suss
like,
it out.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a couple of different options here. They are falling.
Okay.
We're active.
They're gonna
Oh.
fall about, yeah, they got tipped over the edge.
Yeah.
They're like
Oh.
falling.
How much can I react as we're falling?
What are you trying to do?
If Icky wants to try to hop on my back, can I like take my sword and try to like stab it into the rock to slow us?
Yeah, so as you're soaring, go ahead and give me a roll to see if you can grab on to Freddie.
I'm using my inspiration right now.
Go for it, yeah. You can roll again.
Spant. I rolled a 6.
You, while tumbling through the air, attempt to grab a hold of Freddie and you're not able to. Freddie, give me just a plain melee attack with your sword to see if you can somehow wedge it into the stone walls of the stairwell that you're falling down.
Okay, well it's 2 plus 6 for my to hit, so it's an 8 as I'm trying to.
You try to jam your sword into the wall and you're not able to find a place to crack it in since the walls are so overgrown with moss and flowers and different vegetation. The soft sort of vines hanging from the walls here give way almost immediately and the two of you land with a dull whack. You take 6d6 falling damage.
Oh, we're dead.
Yeah, we're gonna be dead.
Oh, we're dead.
We're probably dead.
Congratulations.
That's 4, it's 1d6 for every 10 feet of falling damage.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
I guess I should have helped
4.
a little bit better.
3.
what was going
We're at
on?
11. 1, 12,
Okay.
Okay.
5. So that's 17.
17.
And another 2 for 19 points of falling damage as the 2 of you land in a heap down below.
I'm not feeling good, but I'm alive.
Yeah, I never healed after that last troop, so we're fine. But
We're at 5 points, baby.
yeah,
I can keep going.
You hear Noni's voice above like, are you okay?
What's your definition of okay?
Oh god, we should probably get Judger. I might have something to help them.
how many did you need to get back to full?
24.
I'm gonna give Icky like 10 points as
That's
a
very
lay on
generous.
hands.
That's very generous.
I used 7 earlier, also on Icky. 10 now.
I'm the tank. I need it.
Can I also cure wounds on myself, or is something
Yes.
happening?
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna slap myself in the face a little bit. It's fine. I can brush that off. Don't worry about it.
And now that you're fallen down here, you actually see the calf and foot of the giant that's holding up the staircase as it shifts and motions back and forth. But he doesn't try to step on you or anything. In fact, he seems to barely notice you're there as he continues to shift. You hear stone grinding on stone as it like leans back a little bit and the staircase rubs against the walls of the stairwell that you're in.
I got 5 hit points back, so look at me.
I'm sorry, I can't return the favor.
Don't worry. I kind of like get to my feet and I'm like, oh, okay, ow, 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 ow.
I
Okay.
pull out a random pamphlet
And I said, it says cure wounds on it. It says that it's only good for clerics and paladins.
Yeah, that's
and
what I am, buddy.
And I'm not that, so I can't.
Yeah.
You can have this one. You're a paladin.
and I just push the pamphlet to Freddie.
I get
and
inspiration from this pamphlet.
and I just
Yeah.
lay back down onto the ground.
I'm touched by this that Icky gave me one of my pamphlets.
As you're handed this pamphlet, you are touched by it, but you also realize it's not.
It's nothing.
It's not a
useless.
pamphlet for cure wounds.
It's
just,
not?
Yeah.
It's genuinely nothing. So we're just looking at this big
above.
giant guy.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to interact with it at all or say anything?
How far are we from like its face? Because where you said we were by our calf.
60 feet down. This is a massive giant. Yeah, you're near its foot and calf
Okay.
because you fell straight down.
I'm gonna look down, but based on vibes, it's seeming not that bad.
He's not actively trying to stomp you or anything, no.
Yeah. So
He's just
I'm
vibing.
Yeah,
just gonna
like
be
looking
like-
at him like maybe his skin's a little dry on his feet.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, man. We didn't mean to disrupt your thing. Whatever. I don't know what thing you got going on down here, but I'm sorry. We're gonna get out of your hair. Do you have hair? Maybe it's the moss.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 15 plus 5.
Nice.
Ooh. As you call up to it, the staircase shifts again as on its shoulders it looks down at you. And you hear it go, "Oh no re na mak. Turan?"
Yes.
Does anyone in the party speak giant?
Are you able to recognize what a language is if you don't speak it?
Yeah, give me a history check to see
Okay.
if you've
Of course, I know a lot about
come
history.
across it before. Yeah.
You've been there for a lot of it.
No, I don't
Never mind.
recognize this.
Yeah.
No, it could be anything. Mrs. Readings only knows one other language, so she's gonna try to call out to it. Hey, can you help our friends down there? In Dwarven. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, it's a sister language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cognates. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to see if this character has come across dwarves before.
That's true.
It speaks up to you in broken dwarven, and it says, "Ich,
Did you just call me a...
ich."
Oh, itch. Where's Scratch?
And you notice him trying to scratch the back of his shoulders against the wall.
Oh, okay.
Buddy just has bad psoriasis.
Let's see.
You've got a skincare spell that we can cast?
Does lesson
Something in your
restoration
bag?
count as skincare?
Yeah, give me a survival or nature check.
8.
You don't necessarily think it's dry skin, but there is something that is irritating the giant. And from the context of now looking at the swaying staircase in front of you and this massive chasm below, it would occur to you that when this staircase collapsed, this giant, kind of being a bro, decided to lift it up.
Yeah.
But now there's some kind of discomfort happening for him, and this has resulted in your current predicament.
That's so valid of him.
Icky, there's probably something stuck in his back. Use your mage hands to get it out.
I like flop over on my back and I look up. to see what the heck.
Yeah. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Yeah. You do notice that this side of the wall is covered in a foliage that is actually familiar to you since you are from the Fey realm. Hag's breath. It is very, very itchy. When it comes in contact with the skin, sometimes it can even create boils. You've been warned against it. Yeah, it has this thick sap that kind of comes off of its barbed edges and can be very unpleasant for adventurers, although it doesn't cause HP damage.
Gross.
How far does Mage Hand go?
You have burning hands too.
If I do burning hands, I'm worried that it'll burn him, and then he'll be like, "Bye," you know.
Here's my question. Lesser restoration can cure a lot of conditions. Is itchiness one of them?
I'm gonna say itching is a condition.
Okay.
What level spell is that?
Lesser restoration
Yeah.
or 2? I cast lesser restoration at
It's worth it.
2nd level, and I'm gonna go up to the guy, and I'm gonna put my hands on him. I'm like, "You're looking kind of itchy, my friend. I'm tall, but I'm not tall enough to reach your itchy spot, but maybe this can help." And I'm gonna cast lesser restoration and my little magic.
Yeah.
It's gonna trail up into his back.
You all see this like gentle golden glow of Freddie's like golden-hearted magic kind of soar up from the ankle that you're touching all the way up to its back. And as it does, it looks down and says, "Hunak," almost as though thanking you, and nestles back into its resting position. The staircase, almost like a puzzle piece, slides back perfectly into where it shattered, and you're able to walk across since the chasm is gone.
I'm gonna give him the universal thumbs up.
He gives you the universal thumbs up
I
back.
appreciate that. Thank you.
You gain inspiration.
Yay!
As
I'm
it
so
reaches
inspired.
down, plucking from behind its ear, almost like what looks to be a hairpin, and you gain the giant's sword as it does so. For him, this is like something to hold his hair in place.
Yeah.
For you, this is a great sword. The massive sword comes down into your hands and you feel the weight of it as it almost pulls you forward. You, as of right now, and this might change, can't even wield it. You would drag it on the floor behind you using both arms. But the giant's given you the only real thing of value it has since you've helped rid it of this horrible rash.
I'm very appreciative of this cool sword that I've received. And maybe sometimes you put good energy into the world and you get a cool ass sword back in return. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
I'm very excited about this cool sword, but I'm glad I could help.
Woo!
Yay!
So let's talk about this alliance that you have. What's going on over there?
It'll be
You
for
and
the
Nani?
postmortem.
Not the
Okay,
time,
we'll
not the
save that
time.
for later.
Yeah. Pack it in.